The New York Times did an amazing article, 24 things that happened for the first time in 2024. I thought it was so much fun that I thought what I would do is I would read them to you rapid fire, like the Micro Machines guy on those old ads. And if you know what I'm talking about, you're old too. Congratulations. So I'm going to read these rapid fire. And here's the game, okay? You get to pick one at the end. So you got to remember what is the one sentence that stands out to you as the most fun thing that happened for the very first time in 2024. You ready to play?
I'm in.
All right. So this is most interesting first. You can play along at home and see if your pick matches one of our panelists. Here we go. Deep breath. Okay. The top job in Northern Ireland goes to a Sinn Féin leader. Scientists detect water on an asteroid's surface. I should give the numbers as I go. That was number 2. Number 3, parents are charged and convicted in a mass school shooting. 4, a pig kidney is successfully transplanted into a human. 5, an extreme marathoner runs the length of Africa. Number 6, a quadriplegic receives a Neuralink chip. I have to explain this one just a teeny tiny bit. This person, Noland Arbaugh, became the first human to receive a brain implant, and it allows him to nearly fully control a computer using his thoughts. Just had to explain what that was. Okay, number 7, a taco stand in Mexico gets a Michelin star. 8, Saudi Arabia hosts a swimsuit fashion show. 9, scientists report that orangutan treated itself with medicinal herbs in the wild.
That's because it's legal there.
Number 10, a former U.S. president is convicted of a felony. And let me editorialize that I just think it's delicious that the New York Times put an orange orangutan back to back with Donald Trump being convicted of a felony. So the picture of Donald Trump online actually appears under the story. Scientists report that orangutan treated itself with medicinal herbs in the wild, and he's scowling too. It's fantastic. All right. 11, scientists report seeing the birth of the earliest galaxies in the universe. 12, striking Samsung workers walk out. 13, China retrieves rocks from the far side of the moon. 14, King Charles III opens Balmoral Castle to the public. 15, a U.S. company is found liable for killings by a Colombian terrorist group. 16, breaking debuts at the Olympics. 17, a CrowdStrike update causes a major global IT meltdown. 18, Canada moves to limit temporary residence. 19, astronauts complete the first private spacewalk. 20, the first major industrialized nation shutters its final coal plant. 21, Mexico's first female president takes office. Editorial, she's also the first Jewish person to lead Mexico. Fun fact. 22, scientists map every neuron in a complex adult animal's brain. 23,
it's a fruit fly.
Yeah, but it's an animal.
Yeah, be fruit fly and multiply.
Oh my gosh, you Luddite. Okay, 23, a father and son duo plays in an NBA game. We're talking about LeBron and Bronny. And finally, 24, a woman from South Korea wins the Nobel Prize in Literature. There you go, about as rapid as I could do it. 24 things that happened for the first time in 2024. Paul, it is your turn to go first. What is your top interesting thing that happened for the first time this year?
I am really thrilled to see that among orangutans, the word ear has become the watchword for all orangutans. Ear was coined, of course, in the 1960s around smoking campfires when spleefs were handed from person to person, and the person that would hand the spleef to the next person and say, ear, because they were holding in the spleef smokes. An orangutan smoking dope is big news, but I pick a taco shop getting a Michelin star. Who can figure out what that does to the Michelin stars? That puts a taco shop in Mexico on par with fabulous French cuisine. And I, as a gourmand, as a cook, as a person who eats way too much up in taking nourishment, I think that is the news of 2024 that stands out to me.
Speaking of taking drugs, doesn't the combination of Mexican taco shop wins Michelin star under new female Jewish president for first time, doesn't that feel like the answer to the Mad Lib that would make sense to you if you were stoned out of your gourd?
Oh yeah, man, that's like, it pulls it all together.
What? Okay. I never thought I'd see it, but that's amazing. That's great. Okay, Alicia, what was your big first, your best first?
As much as I would like to go to that taco stand because I bet it's delicious and I like tacos, not as much as souvlaki, but I love me a good taco. I'm going with a high orangutan, in part because
Yeah, I mean, really? Come
I love
on.
orangutans. They're my favorite of the great apes, always have. Although I question the veracity of stating it's the first time an orangutan got high. Have you ever seen those guys?
Can I just tell you
mean,
that
come
what
on now.
actually
Walking
happened
around
here?
all day
You,
long.
you
Around
guys,
all day long, feeling like, oh man,
Yeah,
you have
dude,
active
they're like
dude,
so
imagination.
look at
chill.
this.
I don't want to harsh your buzz, but the orangutan did not get high. What happened was it treated itself with medicinal herbs. You made the leap and said, "Ooh, is it the fun kind?"
We all know
No.
what medicinal herbs means
Oh,
to
the
the orangutan.
orangutan rubbed plant leaves on a wound on its face. Does that change your answer?
Yes, high through osmosis,
Okay. All right.
right through the skin.
I think you're both missing it. Such an obvious, the answer here is so obvious. It's clearly that breaking was in the Olympics. I
Well,
mean,
yeah.
I gotta say, this is the end. This is the end. This is the end of civilization. This is the end of the human race. This is horrible. This is terrible. I hope Roger Penrose is right and that this is a sign that the universe is also coming to an end. Breaking is in the Olympics. Truly dismal. To me,
Did you watch any? Have you seen
actually, I did.
break
Actually,
dancing
believe it
in?
or not, I did.
It's pretty extraordinary.
It is pretty impressive.
I mean, yeah, I guess it's a sure they're athletic. It's stupid. What they're all required to go by beat boy, beat girl. What is it? Break girl? I don't know. It's a requirement. It's incredibly stupid. To me, the answer here was, in all seriousness, the chip in the brain. This is amazing. The fact that someone can control a computer using their thoughts. I think this is, to Paul's earlier point, the kind of thing that in 10 years we're going to look back and say, this was a watershed. This is a major scientific breakthrough, like Barney Clark receiving the first artificial heart, and a sign of things to come. And second only to that probably is the orangutan who's high.
Let me just go back for a second. They're going to put chips in our head. Is that
Oh,
what
man.
you're telling me? We're all
Not the
gonna
good kind.
be-
Your
we're all
brain
we're
is
all
on
gonna
pot
be-
today.
We're all going to be chipped like a dog. Is
No, I
that
think more like Star Trek: The Next Generation, like Geordie LaForge. We're gonna have mind computer interfaces.
oh.
Yeah. And Elon Musk is gonna be silently whispering through our neurons, buy a Tesla. Go on X everything. Boy, that guy sucks.